In this video, I'm going to be talking about why I think variety is the spice of life. Here's the story. When people ask me how business is going, I typically respond saying that there's plenty of work going on and there are a variety of projects that I'm working on as well. Because when I think about it, variety really is the spice of life. And having a variety of projects to work on is a really helpful thing for myself personally as a video creator and content creator, because if I was shooting weddings every single week and only weddings, I'd get pretty bored of that very quickly. If I was only shooting real estate, I'd get bored of that pretty quickly. If I was only shooting talking head interviews, I'd get bored of that pretty quickly. If I was only shooting sport, eventually I would probably get pretty bored of that as well. So having a variety of different projects to work on has really helped me continue doing this video production journey. There is a lot of advice out there for people starting out to niche down or find something that they like doing and just really hyper focus on that. And from a business standpoint, I can see how that can be a wise idea. But when you then factor in the human element into that equation, it's not really something that, for me personally, would set me up for the long run. Because as I mentioned before, I would get bored pretty quickly doing the same thing time and time again. So where am I going with this? Well, I'm making this video just to share my thoughts on why I enjoy having a variety of projects and why you don't always need to niche down and focus on one specific thing to be successful in video production. And when I first started out doing video production, I didn't necessarily have all the equipment to be able to do the wide variety of projects that I do today. That's something that I built up over time. And depending on where you are in your video production career, that could be where you find yourself right now. Don't expect to have the best camera right from the beginning. Don't expect to have all the best lenses, all the best lighting, all the best audio equipment right from day one. That's definitely something that you need to accumulate over time. And sometimes you will purchase equipment, possibly a wide angle lens that you think that you'll use on every single project, and then you only end up using it once and then realizing, oh, that wasn't really a wise investment. I'm going to sell that now, and then maybe reinvest that money into something that you would use more often. These are the things that I have personally learnt by doing. You make mistakes, you learn from them, and then you move on. So if you find yourself shooting only corporate videos or only weddings or only real estate and you want to try something a little bit different because you're starting to get itchy feet and maybe a little bit bored in the types of video content that you're creating, I would strongly recommend that you try something else. You try shooting something different, because you might find that that will reinvigorate and re-inspire you in your creative journey and make you want to create new content and make you more excited about the content that you are creating. And you don't know unless you try. You might think that weddings aren't something that you'd really like doing, but then you try it out and then you realize, oh, that was actually a lot of fun. I want to do more of those in the future. Or you might think the same thing about real estate. It might not be that interesting to you right now, but you watch a few real estate video tutorials, you shoot some yourself, and then you realize, hey, this isn't that hard. Maybe I'll keep doing this in the future, and just expand the types of video projects that you're able to do. And you might be thinking, well, that's fine for you to say, Nathan, but how do I actually find those projects? Well, that's where having a strong network and reaching out to other video production companies or video creators in your local area is really important. If you're meeting new people and presenting yourself well, then you might find yourself getting offered new job opportunities, and then they are great opportunities for you to be able to prove yourself, prove what you're able to do, and hopefully create a relationship where you can get repeat business in the future. So don't feel like you always need to niche down. Sometimes variety is the spice of life. Thanks for watching. And for those wondering, my studio setup today is once again the Shure SM7B, but today I have swapped out my A7R5 with the Sony A7S III, and I did just do the version 3.01 firmware update, so I can now shoot with lens breathing compensation turned on, which is great. I've been waiting for ages to get that. And also I shot for the first time DCI 4K, which is a 17:9 frame, I believe, at 24p. So just trying something out a little bit different today. And the light was the Amaran 60X, and today we're at 25%. And we've got the softbox here as well, Light Dome Mini SE. And the audio is the Sound Devices Mix Pre 3. And my monitor is the Atomos Shinobi as well. And that's all plugged into this power strip going into the wall.